This is a small Game of Thrones news update because there hasn't been a lot of news in the past week, and if you're new to these Game of Thrones news updates, it's just where I take what I consider to be the most important Game of Thrones news from the past 7-ish days and I share it with you. There is a new giveaway at the end of this video, and if you are the winner from last week's giveaway, I messaged you, please message me back. As always, this video has spoilers. If you don't want spoilers for Season 7 of Game of Thrones, please don't watch. Also, this isn't my normal set. For those of you that watch all the time, I realize that. It's just that I'm going out to the movies shortly after this, so I didn't want to take the time to set up the new set and possibly not get this video out. So we will be back to the bookshelf set next week. So they are apparently halfway through shooting Season 7 of Game of Thrones, and my god, the spoilers that have leaked this year are crazy. So let's jump right in. Filming was delayed for a week in Seville due to bad weather. As well, one of our favorite, probably not favorite, Dothrakis are back. You know that guy. He's the guy. He's the guy that talked shit to Daenerys and then bent the knee. That guy. Stop. Evidence suggests that he's going to be the go-to guy for Daenerys anytime she needs the Dothraki to do anything. He's even been hanging out with Rory, Sandor, and Daniel Podrick, so we can expect to see him a bit more this season. I do have some bad news, Clegane Bull hypers. Don't get completely discouraged though. Right now the cast is working on a scene at the Dragon Pit, which includes at least Daenerys, Jon, Jorah, Varys, Missandei, the Mountain, Sandor, Tyrion, Cersei, and Qyburn. This scene has been confirmed to be them observing a captured White as proof they exist and that they are a threat. So that part of the leak is confirmed at this point. There's also pictures from Iceland of an icy corridor being built. This may be for when Jon takes his party to find a White to bring back as proof to the queens they exist and they are a problem. Okay, so I said there was bad news for the Clegane Bull hypers. Well, reports are saying so far there is absolutely no fighting between the Mountain and the Hound, but I don't want you to lose hope. There is plenty of time for those two to go at it. And maybe Sandor sees his brother and thinks, wow, he's suffered enough. He's paid for what he's done to me and others. Maybe the Hound is the better man. And then perhaps Cersei betrays them all, like we know she's going to do, and then the Hound and the Mountain face off. Choo-choo. There's been a strong indication that Qyburn and Cersei will have a private meeting in the Dragon Pit before or after this big meeting, and knowing our lovable Mad Queen, I'm guessing it's her talking about turning on everyone. Get your enemies to fight the threat and deplete their forces so afterwards they can't take your throne. Sounds like a plan. The little bird that I reported in a previous news video will be back for Season 7 has been confirmed to be at least in the season finale, and I asked this question back then, but I will ask it again. Do you think that she's still loyal to Qyburn, she's always been loyal to Varys, or she just kind of goes wherever the candy is? Looks like Bronn will be fighting in the big battle that is really an ambush between the Lannister and Daenerys forces. If you're not up to date on this battle, the leaks state that the Lannisters begin to attack the Reach and Dorne in retaliation for them joining the Dragon Queen, and Daenerys forces step in and ambush them when they are leaving a castle with wagons of supplies. Bronn being here matches up with Jaime being there, as those two have become the new Lannister pair. Lord Randyll Tarly, the hard-ass father of Sam, will also be at this ambush riding on a majestic horse. This may tie into some of the leaks where it stated Daenerys will burn some of the opposing side lords, leading Tyrion to question her temperament. And the leak also said that Lord Tarly is actually going to be one of the lords burned, so this kind of is adding more weight behind those leaks, but I'm still a bit skeptical. Really exciting news, both Casterly Rock and Highgarden will be in Season 7 and featured in a few scenes. If you're not familiar with these castles, Casterly Rock is the seat of House Lannister, Highgarden is the seat of the Tyrells. These two locations have been something diehard fans in general have wanted to see Game of Thrones recreate for a really long time. I'm sure Casterly Rock is just going to blow us away, and now the question is, what kind of scenes are going to be happening at these castles? It would make sense if at Highgarden, that is where Jaime meets up with the Queen of Thorns, and then she admits, yeah, I poisoned Joffrey, and then he poisons her. As well, maybe the ambush happens from Highgarden when the Lannisters are leaving, and then Daenerys' forces show up, and they're like, yeah, no, that's not okay. Amelia posed for pictures with some of her fans, and they were really young and talking about how they were her biggest fans, which I'm really hoping they're fans of her other work and not Game of Thrones. It's not the nudity, because I feel like the sooner we have people experience nudity, the less they're going to be fucking pricks later in life about breasticles and, you know, ass cracks. But the violence, sometimes violence maybe doesn't work with small children so well. But you know, I kind of feel like nightmares put hair on the chest, so hell, let them watch it. Though tons of fans, older ones too, are losing their minds over the cast being in Spain. Huge lines have been seen and lots of screaming outside their hotels. And of course the ladies were screaming for Jorah, the sexy bear Mormont. He even went outside his hotel to talk with them. That man can't get any hotter. And it gets even cuter. Members of the Game of Thrones cast, like Rory and Kit, along with the showrunners, brought pizza out to the fans that were gathering. The thought and love that went into that is just heartwarming. I'm happy they show so much love to their fans, regardless of how annoying they may get. Lastly, the only George R. R. Martin update is a fan asked him if Doctor Strange inspired Bran, and George was like, no. So that was kind of a weird question. Other than that, George has been pretty quiet about anything related to Game of Thrones. Okay, so for your chance to win a $15 gift card to Amazon, all you have to do is like this video and then write in the comment section below which character, if they died next season, would you just completely lose your shit over? Mine is Jorah. Don't kill my Jorah bear. So write your answer in the comment section below and then I will announce the winner next news giveaway. So thank you so much for watching another Game of Thrones news update. Please like this video, subscribe, and come back every week for new Game of Thrones videos along with Game of Thrones news updates. And you want to know what? Have a fabulous weekend. Don't let the haters get you down. The haters? They're gonna hate. Fuck 'em.